What's happening, guys? This is Vertical Football, and this is the Liverpool versus Arsenal preview show.
Yep.
Yeah, Liverpool versus Arsenal, our latest champion.
Yeah.
I'm not really happy with you guys because Chelsea has beaten you guys, but you guys are claiming that it was a victory that was given to us. Let's go, before we jump into this match, let's go back to the previous match. How did you see the match? Liverpool versus Chelsea.
You know, you guys, you've done us like good before. During the 2019-2020 season, when we won the league during the COVID, you know, you guys defeated Man City. So we're like, let's repeat this, you know, let's just do it for them. You guys are suffering. You guys need to win that game to, you know, get back on track with the teams. Yeah, so it's okay. Bench 7 players. So we did bench a lot of players. Like, you know, I guess, trust me, if we had needed that game to win the league, you guys won't win it. Yes, it will be a draw.
I like the part that you came out, to be honest, and that yes, it will be a draw, because I really do not really buy into the idea that it was going to be a hands down victory, given the fact that Chelsea still even need to get
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You guys are at home,
and
I respect you guys. Of course, you want to play now. I say, yes, it's going to be like, you know.
But that was nice, a very good match. But you know, one thing I even like the most is we saw like a glimpse of it, that if Liverpool truly played their squad, it was going to be a very different ball game. In the 60-something minutes where McAllister, Szoboszlai, all of these guys came in and they just came out like with full force, and it was obvious that if they started the game like that, they would have killed the match earlier.
Let me know. Kudos to Chelsea because they did a very good job. They came out strong, and that first goal was mad. It was
very quick.
Very quick and very, very creative.
Yeah. So let's jump right into today's preview.
Yes.
Liverpool versus Arsenal, coming off the defeat against Chelsea. Now Liverpool has won this league.
Okay.
Do you think they will still go in this slackish position like they did against Chelsea?
It will be a very, very strong squad, because it's for honor actually. We do, because we have a record. Arsenal has never beaten us at home for a long time.
Yeah.
So we won't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And we want to add to their pain. Now you see, the problem now is this: Arsenal need to win that game.
Yeah.
To keep their second position.
Yeah.
Because if Liverpool beat Arsenal and Man City win, Man City is coming to top Arsenal.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
It's just 3 points, Abi.
No, the goal difference.
The
goal difference. Arsenal is on like 30-something goals. Of course.
And Arsenal still have like Newcastle to play. They still have not Newcastle. They have one other team to play. No,
I think there are 2 tough teams. Liverpool,
they have Newcastle, Newcastle, and one other tough team too. There are 3 tough teams to play. Do you understand? So, bro. And it's not about even being tough. Last time, it was Brentford that dealt with, Bournemouth, yeah. I didn't believe that. And they used as full squad. Do you understand? Yeah. Do you know that the last 5 games, that's not just one?
Whoa.
Yeah. Go and check. Draw. They have a lot of draws. And a lot of defeats. And defeats too.
Man.
So this period has been very, very, you know, it's a very, you know, sad. And
it's very dicey for them, because in the way I view it, is like they played the Premier League to a point where it's almost like they cemented their space in number 2 for the Premier League, but that was not enough given the speed at which the remaining 4 teams are coming now.
Yes.
But they now took that energy, they focused it into the Champions League, but the Champions League is gone now. They couldn't secure that spot.
That was what happened.
Okay.
So I think they don't have enough squad in depth to play the game.
Do it, yeah.
Funny enough, I understand that they've been having injuries. Funny enough, last season, when they had like almost full squad last season, they didn't have a lot of injuries last season.
Yeah.
And they did well in the Premier League. Like, it was the last day that, you know. But this season, they've been having injury, and of course, they went far in the Champions League. So it was the squad depth for me. They don't have enough creative players. You can't keep relying on Saka to do the job for you every time.
Yeah.
That's why we were complaining about Liverpool. Like, most of our goals this season, it was Salah that was scoring them. And that thing actually affected us in Champions League. Because Salah didn't deliver that day, others just
zoned out.
Do you understand? You need to, like, the same thing happened with Barcelona against Inter. That day, they were giving this guy, only the boy, what's his name? Yamal.
Yeah.
Yamal was not creating chances, but you can't keep doing that in football.
Yeah, everybody has to play their part.
You don't know where Inter Milan, you don't know where they will bite you. a defender, 37 years defender came to score. That guy career like is, bro. So sometimes don't be very predictable.
Yeah,
Arsenal are very, very predictable.
Yeah.
You will know where they want to go. You give the ball to the guy will turn, keep turning, pass the ball back, give to Saka. You know what Saka will do? Saka wants to drive and just pass, or you understand? So they are very, very predictable. They are too rigid. They're not flexible. No creativity. They have creative players, but it's not enough. At this time, then they shouldn't be using Martinelli as their
main.
Do you understand?
Winger.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a Liverpool fan. Let me don't talk much about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's the situation in their club.
Yes,
I think they going forward, they have seen what being rigid has done to them. They lost out in the FA Cup, lost out in the Carabao Cup, the Champions League. They thought they were going to go far. It's still the same thing. They lost out in the Premier League.
Let me don't lie.
They still didn't get it.
For Arsenal. But the game is the game, man. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, of course.
No, they tried their best. I tell you, that's what I believe, because playing Madrid, though Madrid is not in the best form, but Madrid is Madrid. Playing Madrid, playing PSG, 4 games on a row, and still trying to bring your focus into the Premier League. I don't think that's an easy job to do.
You don't tell an Arsenal fan that they tried. Don't, because
that's what they can use to console themselves.
Give them a glimpse of hope, bro.
Yeah.
Like at a point when Liverpool were drawing their game, these guys didn't take their chances.
That's the issue I have.
Liverpool draw, Arsenal will draw.
They will draw or they lose.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Funny enough, you guys were saying if Saka was around, dude, before Saka got injured, Liverpool like 9 points clear. Do you know, Liverpool this season, since they took over the first region, they've never gone back to second. They've been first since like around, I think, October or November. Since then till now, till when they have won the league, they didn't drop. And Arsenal didn't give them that fight.
Yeah.
That time I remember when we played Everton, when we drew Everton, we were like 4 points. That time we were like 4 points. Arsenal was supposed to win their game.
Yeah.
So though we are like one game, you understand? They were supposed to win that game and close it to 1 point until we play our
outstanding match.
Arsenal drew that game. Was it no? Arsenal lost the game. I think they lost the game here. So that point was still intact there. So we won our standing and we just,
So one question is, do you think, should we put an element of luck in Liverpool winning this league? No, let me give you the reason why I said this.
Okay.
Given the viewpoints that you brought now, like when Liverpool are slacking up there, there is always an opportunity for somebody that is behind. And I bring this because there was a period where Chelsea was supposed to win that match against Everton and go ahead of Liverpool and take the first position.
Okay.
They fucked up. Against Ipswich, they did the same thing. Against Fulham, they did the same thing. Arsenal too, there were periods, like you have said, where Liverpool was there and they still had a standing and they were kind of like sloppy in their match. Arsenal was supposed to like take the chance and go. If the other teams at the back were very serious and consistent with the way they play and push for this title, do you think? I think it was going to be a very different ball game. Maybe we might not have gotten the champion yet at this point in time.
Of course, there's luck in football.
Yeah, definitely.
There's luck in football. Now it's not for you to take chances. Take your, how I put it,
or
use
play your own part.
Play your own parts and use that opportunity.
Yeah, and let luck back you up.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Another team loss is not Liverpool's problem.
Yeah, that's not your own fault.
Do you understand? Your own is just do your own job.
Yeah.
When Man City were winning the league too, it's just like other teams too were not performing. And they won it for 4 times.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So, bro, it's not Liverpool's fault that other team are not doing
well.
Do you know that? Let me shock you. When Chelsea were like second position, you know I was more scared of Chelsea that time. Than Arsenal.
I think you even spoke about it.
I told you now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want this Chelsea team. Not until Fulham came to just,
twist the whole thing.
Chelsea had like series of.
Yeah, now Everton, Ipswich, Fulham.
They fell to like 6th position, So another team loss is not anybody's problem. See, if me, I don't care. Funny enough, before the beginning of the season, I didn't see us winning the league. I'm like, let's just compete for the Champions League spot.
Yeah.
Let's qualify. You understand? But it keeps happening. Bro, Liverpool lost just 2 games. They had like 7 draws. Arsenal had 13 draws. 13 draws is a lot.
It's a lot.
Understand?
It's a lot.
Otichele.
Yeah, done and dusted. So this match, are you being optimistic that Liverpool will bounce back out of that defeat against Chelsea and do something?
I don't even know what to say about this, man, but I'm saying you go. Yeah, both teams score.
On my own side, I think Arsenal has what it takes to beat. I think they have a lot of anger, bitterness.
Bro, it's not by anger,
in them that they can bring into the game.
Story.
Yeah.
See, like I said, we might not play like, okay, let me put it like this. Arsenal will play, but of course they will play. Yeah, yes, they will get from that place, it's true. Or they lose the game. But they are not beating us in that stadium. You know why?
Why?
We are playing for pride. We want to actually beat the Arsenal. Because for the past 3 seasons, we've not actually beaten them in the league. And before, we used to deal with them.
Yeah.
So in their mind, they'll be like, we can handle Liverpool now. We can always handle them. Last 2 seasons, they beat us 3-2. Last season, it was draw. We played draw. You understand? So it's always in their head that they can actually play us.
Yeah, because fact is backing it up that they can actually play you guys.
No, of course, they just added like 2 seasons ago. Before then, for like straight 6 seasons, we've been beating the home and away.
Yeah, that's the point. I think with Arsenal these days, it's very hard for anybody in the top 5 league to beat Arsenal.
Of course, they're a very stubborn team. They're a very good team. It's just that very. I think luck is always against them.
Yeah. And that leads me into the next question. What's next for Arteta?
I want to change some of your players.
Now we're talking about changing players, bringing in players, which you feel like, that's the obvious thing to do. But you're playing and not getting the league. Is he the right man for the job?
He has used all his tactics. Like if this is like his 7th year.
Yeah.
And
the last 5 years, there was nothing.
7 years of Jurgen Klopp. He has already won almost everything. You understand? So I don't know. I think they sack him. I think there should be change of mentality, change of manager.
No, because you know, one thing I like about Arsenal is the evolving and everything. Playing, they played.
Let me not lie to you. They didn't evolve anything. It's the same thing they played last season. No, they didn't.
Okay, this is why I say they evolved. When you look at Arsenal last season, they played well, tap, try and get goal. This season, this is like they are a perfect football team.
That's
in
not
the
true.
sense that
they won a lot of games last season and this season.
This is why I'm saying it. Football wise, they are a perfect football team in the sense that they weaponized every aspect of the game. You want to play free kick, Arsenal will use free kick to score you, which is part of the game. You want to do throw-ins. Look at throw-ins against PSG. They are throwing it direct, like set piece. They made set piece something. That's one thing about Arsenal. They come up with something. Corners. There was a period in the Premier League where they are hitting you with corners back to back, and I think it's very beautiful. But not getting anything to show for it is the sad part of it. I don't know.
And it's 3 years already.
Like he's getting that too much.
Do you know that thing can actually like bring down the confidence of a player?
Definitely. You know, I've supported them for like 3 years now. Like on a
now, watch you. That next season, now if they started doing well, they'll be like, we've done this before.
Yeah, and they have. Can we do this?
So as I say, sometimes now it's not as if Arteta is a bad coach, but change the mentality, change the coach. Tell him you've tried. For us, I think this period, you've actually, you've set this team. You've actually
you have given us a structure.
Given us a structure.
Yeah.
But I don't think you are the coach to actually take
us to the next level. Definitely.
We appreciate what you've done for us. I think let's just end the contract with a mutual
you
understand? Yeah. Yes, a mutual agreement and just go and bring another coach that will.
Yeah, somebody that has experience, somebody that has won like a serial winner.
Because you just bring like 2, 3, 4 players, sell some players, like let some players go, those Jorginho, all those
Sterling.
No, they are not useful in that team. Bring another player that will be competing with Saka. Do you understand? Another player that will be competing with Odegaard. Creative player, a very creative player, somebody that can take a free kick, somebody that can shoot from any angle. Sometimes Odegaard will have like a lot of space to shoot. He won't shoot. He doesn't shoot. That guy in a game, sometimes he doesn't have like 2 shots. Go and check his stats. He doesn't shoot. That's why a lot of Arsenal player fans are angry with him. Do you understand? Now people are saying he's not the right captain. That he doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have this thing for a good captain. And sometimes if your captain is not motivating you, sometimes you just lose confidence. Do you get? Look at captains in the past now. Look at them, John Terry. Even Van Dijk is a good captain.
Yeah, he's a leader now. Like, shout and
you understand?
Yeah.
And look at even Fernandes that we used to abuse. Look at the way he used to you will be angry sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, Fernandes will carry the game on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That is how a captain, but Odegaard, you know, we just do it like this.
His own personality. I believe there's something Arteta saw in him.
So I think they need to just change coach. Yeah. Not because Arteta is not good enough, but that's the best.
He has tried.
That's the best he can do for that particular team.
No, the question is that they have gone 3 years being second. Yeah. The fourth year,
it was just like me. When I was in primary school, I took second for like straight 4 years. And let me shock you,
I'll start calling you Arsenal from
Wait till. It was one girl that was stopping me that time.
Yeah.
Bro, when we got to primary 5, I was tired. I don't know what to do to top that girl. Bro, that 50 year, I took third.
Demotivated.
I'm telling you, it was when they separated me and the girl, and I took fourth in another class. Bro, forget Joe.
Nah. That girl is a very great competitor.
I'm telling you.
She's on top of her game.
But we need to give kudos to Liverpool. Yeah. The last 6 years, we've been the only one to separate.
Break that spell of Man City going on a very long run. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. But it's great. Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
A very, very beautiful match to watch. But
Liverpool.
Yeah, I think Arsenal has everything to like prove in that match.
Why do you hate Liverpool so much?
I don't hate Liverpool. I just feel like this season, my own personal feeling is there is too much of slacking, which is not Liverpool's fault, like we have said earlier. It's not Liverpool's fault, but there's too much of slacking on the other team that should have chased them and make the league, getting this league become something very tough. But I feel like the other people it was more like their hands were cold, but they didn't really do well in the league. They didn't do well in the league. Man City was not at their best. I'm not going to call Manchester United. Arsenal was not at their best in the league. Chelsea was not at their best in the league. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest that was pursuing.
Bro, Newcastle beat us in Carabao final. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you about the league. I'm talking about the league. But it's Liverpool versus Arsenal. Let's see what Sunday has for us. Let's see if Arsenal can bounce back out of all of this mess that they have dropped themselves in. And if Liverpool can truly show us that they are the deserved champion of the 2024-2025 season. So thank you very much, guys, for staying with us. This is Vertical Football. And please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you are watching for the first time. And kindly drop your comments here in the comment section and let's interact about football. So Casey, thank you very much for being on set with us.
That's a perfect club.
Yeah. Meet another time. Namaste.
Namaste, Wahala.